spineless, gutless, toothless. That's why I could describe that game against Everton yesterday. It was absolutely shocking. Probably the worst performance of the Klopp era at Anfield, has to be said. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. I didn't think I'd be doing a video like this, but what is going on at Liverpool Football Club? I mean, I've written a few things down here that I just want to get a few things off my chest. So yeah, obviously we'll see what happens with what I'm about to say. Quite simple, really. Everyone knows that this is a very strange season. We know that. The other thing I can say is that Liverpool. I've written down sort of four things here that are going wrong at Liverpool, and I'll go through them one by one. So, starting with number one, Liverpool are breaking records for all the wrong reasons. Now, the reason I say this, some of these things I've written down, I never thought I would say this season. To go so long at Anfield, to be unbeaten for 68 games, and then all of a sudden we just seem to have got just really, really complacent, really, really poor. So one of the things that has happened, Liverpool now Everton 2, as we said yesterday. Liverpool have now lost 4 games at home at Anfield for the first time in 98 years since the 1923-1924 season. That is shocking. How we've scored 1 goal at Anfield since Christmas as well. And that was against West Brom. And that was a pretty dull game as well. Liverpool are the first reigning champions to ship 7 goals away against anybody as a reigning champion since Arsenal against Sunderland in September 1953. That's another one. To go to Aston Villa and lose 7-2 is a big shock, you'd have to say, for sure. Burnley first win at Anfield since 1973. Yeah, losing to Burnley was just ridiculously bad. Really bad. Brighton first win at Anfield since 1982. I mean, who loses to Burnley and Brighton? Well, Liverpool did, unfortunately. And then, as we said, Everton won at Anfield for the first time since 1999. So, what is going on? Quite simple, really. We've just not been good enough. We have not been good enough. And this is the thing I'm going to say now, is that we have been so good the last 3 years, 17-18, 18-19, and 20, yeah. And this season has just been ridiculous. 19-20 as well. So 17-18, 18-19, and 19-20. These 3 seasons we have been absolutely fantastic. In that time, we have made a Champions League final. Two Champions League finals, won the Premier League, and won the European Super Cup and the World Club Cup as well. I'm honestly lost for words here. I'm absolutely honestly lost for words. But you know what? We need to stop this rot. We definitely need to stop this rot as well. So yeah, we are breaking records for all the wrong reasons. That is one thing that is going wrong at Liverpool. Number 2, Jurgen Klopp is not the problem at Liverpool. Waking up, Liverpool fans. If anybody says that Jurgen Klopp is the actual problem at Liverpool Football Club, then go and support another team. Okay? Go and support another team. Jurgen Klopp is the best thing to have happened to LFC in many years. I will say that now. And this is what he's done. Rebuilt the team. He came into an absolute car crash of a team. If you remember the team that he came into, Mignolet, Klein, Lucas, okay, Moreno, Ibe, Benteke. You know, like these are all Rodgers' players, but the fact that he came into an absolute car crash, and his first game was a 0-0 draw with Tottenham. Everyone will remember that, but you remember that team he played out. It wasn't a great team. So he's rebuilt the team. He has rebuilt the team for the 5 years he has been at Liverpool. He has rebuilt the team. He brought in Sadio Mane. He brought in Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Alisson. He saw the problem in the 17-18 final. He saw the problem in that final. Go out and get a goalkeeper. Go out and get a good, a good defender. And yeah, you pay the money. Virgil van Dijk, Alisson Becker. It was just that simple, absolutely simple. Especially after the Lars Karius show in the the Champions League final. So really, really, you have to say, rebuild belief. He's made us doubt from doubters to believers. He's made us mentality monsters. Okay, not this season. This season has been a shocking season. But he's just he's done things behind the scenes as well. This isn't just him. It's Michael Edwards as well. Sports science. Yeah. He's done amazing with the sports science, nutrition as well, and he's won the European Cup. He's won the title, playing fantastic football. I think it was rock and roll football, which was described as. But yeah, we're going through a bad run. We are absolutely going through a bad run. But I believe Jurgen Klopp is absolutely the right man to steer this club through the current storm. And what's the saying? At the end of the storm, there is a golden sky. So hopefully, things can only get better. But I have to say that Jurgen Klopp, look, yes, people might, complain about the fact that we didn't get many players in the last summer. He hasn't rebuilt the squad. That's the one thing I will say about Jurgen Klopp, especially after the Champions League final, and especially after the Premier League title win. We haven't really strengthened. Diogo Jota is a fantastic signing. There's no denying that. Thiago Alcantara. Look, Thiago Alcantara. When you get the option to sign a world-class midfielder as such as Thiago Alcantara for about £30 million, you go for it. Yes, Thiago has been injured as well. I get that. Yes, he hasn't been playing well. Maybe a spell out of the team might do him the world of good. Maybe it might do. But the man you don't blame is Jurgen Klopp. He's there to pick the team. And just unfortunately, it's just not going right for him. It's not going right for him at the moment. But I believe that Jurgen Klopp will be still the right man to take Liverpool forward. Nobody else would as well. Now, injury number 3, injury ravaged Liverpool. But that's not an excuse. Yes, the reason I'm saying this, look at Leicester City's injuries this season. Leicester City have been completely injured as well. There's been a lot of players that have been injured, but they are the only team to have stayed in the top 4 for the entire season. That has to be saying something about that. Yes, we've lost Van Dijk, we've lost Gomez, we've lost Matip, Fabinho, Henderson, Jota. Milner and Alisson had spells out due to COVID, etc. I just think now that people just need to wake up and realise that this is not an ordinary season. Yes, once we get those players back, we will be a completely different team. Just unfortunately, things aren't going right at the moment. But to have 18 different centre-back partnerships this season, and we're only in February as well, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what to say. But to have 18 centre-back partnerships is very, very worrying as well. But Manchester City have had injuries as well. You look at Gundogan's been injured, De Bruyne has been injured, Aguero's been injured. But you look at Liverpool's defensive injuries and Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip. We've had to play Fabinho and Henderson at the centre back. Now, that is obviously down to the recruitment and not paying for a centre back last summer. We let Dejan Lovren go. That was a big no. That was a big factor in that. But I honestly have to say, I think this is going to be a big summer, and I do think we will strengthen at the back. We have to now, especially with what's happened as well. We can't keep playing central midfielders as centre backs. It's just not on. Look, Fabinho and Henderson have done a very good job there. They have done a very good job there, but they will get found out. And unfortunately, yesterday, another injury to Jordan Henderson. You know what? I just want this season to be over and done with. Champions League is probably our best possibility now as well. So definitely for sure. And the last thing I want to get off my chest is attack has been the problem, and Firmino is starting to become a problem now. I'm not going to criticise Roberto Firmino. I've never ever done that as a Liverpool fan, but this is actually a worrying trend if you're a Liverpool fan, and it is this. So, as I said, we are 33 points worse off than this stage last season. Last season we had 73 points at this stage. We have 40. And you know what? We were very, very close to the title at this stage last season, but now, you know, we're in a top 4 race, and unfortunately, that is looking like a long way away right now. It really does. So this is some of the stats that I've actually got for you, and it's going to tell you the goals and ones that we've conceded in the last 5 years that Klopp has been at Liverpool. So to just say now, so 2020-21, at this stage in the season, we have 45 goals, but we have conceded 32. That is not good. That is not good at all. Last season, 1920, the title-winning season, we had 56 goals and we only conceded 15. Now, not having those big centre-backs at the back, you have to say that I think it's going to be, you're going to concede goals, unfortunately. 18-19, similar story. 55 goals, 14 conceded. So, you know, obviously 1 goal short of the, 18-19 from the 1920. So we had 56 goals in 1920. 18-19 we have 55 goals. We conceded 15 goals in 1920, and then 18-19 we conceded 14 goals. So you can see where the problem is. You can definitely see where the problem is. 17-18 we had 54 goals and 29 assists. Yeah, definitely. Conceded 29, I should say. And 16-17. This was the season where you would have to say that Liverpool's defence wasn't the best. We made a European final that year as well. We made the Europa League final. We at this stage of that season, we had 52 goals and 30 assists. So the goals have gone down and the goals conceded have gone up. Now, as I said, it has been a very strange season so far. So I think the one thing I will say is we have to wake up to the fact that we're no longer in the title race. You can kiss that. You can say that goodbye. You could say that absolutely goodbye. We're in the top 4 race. We're also still in the Champions League, and I think that's our best chance of a trophy this season is the Champions League. So what we have to do is basically we have to change it about. We have to change it about. The 4-3-3, I don't care what anyone says. I just want to have a game where we don't go 4-3-3. We're coming way too predictable to be playing against as well. Why not just ship it up? 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. Gini Wijnaldum needs a break. That guy's been playing so much football. Maybe a spell out for Thiago might actually, do the world of good. But I keep saying this. I think our strongest team, when Gomez come back, I think it is Alisson Becker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, and then Mane, Firmino, Salah, Jota. That, I think, is our strongest 11 so far. So, look, it has been a weird season. We've just... injuries, we can't use that as an excuse now. We cannot use that as an excuse, because every team will go through injuries. Yes, I know people will say, we've had to place midfielders at centre-back. We've had loads of injuries. The problem is the recruitment. We should have had 2 centre-backs lined up at the start of January. And I don't care what anybody says. We should have had 2 centre-backs lined up at the start of January. The fact that it took them the 31st of January... no, it wasn't even the 31st of January. Sorry, the 1st of February to get 2 centre-backs in on deadline day. That's a joke. Absolute joke. So... recruitment needs to improve. We do need Jota back. I think that's one thing you can say. Roberto Firmino, as much as he's been very, very good for Liverpool, and he will always be a very good player for us, I just think having Jota there has kind of, not... I wouldn't say get Firmino under pressure or that, but it gave Firmino a little bit of a leeway as well, because Jota started games, Firmino didn't. Firmino came off the bench, Jota started games. So that is one thing you'd have to say. So there's a wee 4 things that I've obviously gone and had to get off my chest. I will never be Jurgen Klopp out, and I will never ever ever say that. Stand by the manager. He's the best thing to have happened to us in many, many years, and I honestly believe that he is the man to get us through this current storm. And I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that now. But this has been a very weird season, as we say. Keep the faith. Things are only going to get better. There we go. We'll have to be playing players back as soon as possible, and we do need players back as soon as possible. But never, ever, ever just think that it's not problematic. That, look, 18 different centre-back partnerships, I think that must be an absolute record as well. But keep the faith. Things can only get better from now on and now in. We can still claim 82 points from this season. 82 points. Yes, it's not going to probably happen. We'll probably get about 70 odd or something. But I believe that the players will get top 4. I also believe that we might go a bit far in the Champions League. But keep the faith. Things are only going to get better, and I honestly assure you that. So, guys, I'm going to go now. But thank you everyone for watching. If you do like the content, please hit the subscribe button. Smash the like on, drop a like on the video as well. I just wanted to get a few things off my chest because I've seen so many people being Klopp out, and people blaming Klopp as well. It is one of those things. It has been a very weird season. So I hope you all enjoy this video. If you think there's any other things that I have missed, then just let me know in the comment section down below. Get your thoughts in, and as I said, keep the faith. We're only in a bad phase of form, you'd have to say, but things will get better. Things will get better, and they better get better. They better get better. But until then, it is goodbye from me, and I'll speak to you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Keep the faith. Jurgen Klopp is the man to turn this around. You'll never walk alone. See you later. Bye bye.